Now, from across the tri-state, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, they might just be the two top linebackers in all of tri-state football this fall. That they happen to play for the same team only heightens the mystique in the middle of the South Shelby defense.
Hit people. Sydney loves to hit people. That's the best part about playing this sport is you can hit people, take your anger out on people, and you're not going to get in trouble for it.
Sid's one of those guys that you don't read a lot of keys. You tell him to go get to the ball, and when you get to the ball, be in a bad mood, and he usually is. And Bryce is just consistent. He's always there at the right time.
Well, me and Sydney have played linebacker together since 3rd grade, so we know how each other works. We know each other's reactions to different kinds of plays. How if someone takes a certain kind of step, I can always count on him to have my back.
Me and Bryce have always been competitive. Even the freshman year, it was kind of that one spot, who was going to get to do it. Bryce started out doing it, then I got my share in it. We got that real competitiveness going, where we take turns, and one of us one day, be working harder than the other, and then that just drives the other person to work harder. And I feel like we're just in a constant battle to see who can be better than the other one.
Given the sublimely successful nature of their defensive partnership, is it a surprise that Rob Wilt is turning to Bryce Pfeiffer and Sidney Weir to kickstart an offense that graduated 86% of last season's yardage production? Granted, no one will ever mistake them as Northeast Missouri's most elegant running back combination, but isn't that kind of the point?
Oh, yeah. Well, when you got Bryce and Sidney in the backfield, you definitely almost got to work twice as hard because you got to get your guy out of the way so you don't get run over.
We've always had that guy that can bust some big ones open and turn a 4-yard gain into 30, and we might not have that this year, but we got some guys that are going to wear some teams out, I believe.
As Coach Wood always says, that's South Shelby football. The 34 ISO, just keep beating teams down, keep running the ball. I think me and Bryce will do that pretty well this year, taking turns. He'll do running back, I'll do running back. We'll switch back and forth. Just keep pounding the ball down the field.
It's more of like an intimidation factor when you can just pound and grind every single play, and we're definitely not scared of any team. We don't care if we're getting beat by 50 points. We're going to run at you as hard as we can at all times.
The Cardinals have cultivated some depth there as well, with Jake Hammond, Justin Adams, and Ransom Chapin as emerging change of pace threats. They've also got an interesting counterbalance to the offense, with wide receiver Chase Morrow moving to full-time QB duty.
We've always had the run game, and that's what I hope to do. I hope to help the offense out by passing the ball a little bit, using my speed to get outside the corners, and I have a lot of people to back me. So
what he brings us is some speed, some quickness, and he throws the ball really well. In fact, I think his passing ability is some of the best we've had in a couple years.
South also boasts an experienced line fronted by Nick Mays and the Foster brothers, as well as no lack of motivation after last year's playoff loss to West Trent.
That was probably one of the worst losses I've ever had in my career playing football. It still bothers me to this day. So I think most of at least the seniors anyway, are using that as a motivation throughout this whole year to try to thrive and get further than that and get to our destination, which is win a state championship.
I guarantee you're not going to want to do all. And coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, a little something different. We're taking a look at Brandon Devlin, the outstanding quarterback from Monroe City. With a little different, unique viewpoint, you'll be able to see the quarterback position through the quarterback's eyes. Kind of a neat little trick we've got for you tonight, coming up at 10 o'clock.
Very cool. Don't miss that. We'll see you after this.